Hello and welcome to RCGC Today. I'm your host, Diane Carbonetta. Our first guests today are Jennifer Gates, Human Resource Coordinator, and Owen Canarney, Professor of Art. They're here to tell us about some of the activities that Rowan College at Gloucester County hosted for Bring Your Child to Work Day. Thank you both so much for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
We're happy you could be here. So, Jennifer, you coordinated this year's Bring Your Child to Work Day. Would you be able to tell us a little bit about the event?
So the event we hold every year. It coordinates with the nationwide event, and we bring in employees' children, their grandchildren, and we hold. It's usually about a 7-hour day, different activities that focus on different aspects of our college life, and show them a little piece of what RCGC is.
About how many children attended this year's event?
This year we had 30 children.
Can you tell us a little bit about some of the different activities that you hosted?
Sure. So like I said, it puts us in a special spot because not only do we get to showcase what their parents do for the day, but we get to show them a campus and maybe they'll come back as students, which is always great for us. So we included a nursing and allied health portion, which showed a dietary side. They also got to work in the nursing lab to assess a patient. We also did an arts and for liberal arts, which Professor Canarney held, and they got to do cameras, and they made microscopes to see different objects. We introduced something new this year, student life, which is a huge part of a campus, and it showed them we don't just come to school and work. We have fun too. So they did some canvas painting, and we closed the day out. We did some science activities. They made their own marshmallow launchers, so they were shooting them across campus. And we went to the police academy for a day in the life of a police recruit.
Well, it must take a lot of cooperation to put an event like that together. Can you tell us about some of the ways that faculty, students, and staff volunteered to help?
Sure. I like to think that the phrase "it takes a village" was kind of coined after this event. So we have everyone from faculty, administrators, staff, even students were helping out this year, security, facilities. Everyone plays a hand in it. With 30 kids on campus, it takes quite a lot of people, a lot of effort, but it makes for a really good day.
Now, Professor Canarney, your project gave kids a slightly different perspective on some everyday objects.
That's right.
Would you be able to tell us about what you did?
Well, in my normal classes in Intro to Digital Photography, we handle all kinds of different subject matters. We use some pretty sophisticated cameras, equipment, and things like that. But for this one, we had about an hour. We had 30 kids coming in. So I thought, well, let's try to design something that they'll have a hands-on experience with and get something out of. So what we did was I made up a couple microscopes that we could use for our phones. Everybody has cameras. Cameras are everywhere in our lives. My topic for this week, for this particular event, was to have students notice all of the everyday ordinary things around us can be amazing when we look at them in a different way. So it's a simple technique here. There's one key item that we need if you want to make one of these things, and it's the laser. It's not the laser in itself, but it's the actual lens in a laser pointer. So you simply take that out of your laser pointer and place it in the middle of the plexiglass piece here, and then it's really simple. Any everyday ordinary phone you can use for this, and you simply turn on the light underneath if you need to. And if you're outside, if you're near a window, you don't even need the light. So anyway, then you look for any kind of flat object that's from nature, or maybe you have in your pocket, or even a dollar bill or anything like that that's fairly flat, and you simply place it on the tray, and no modifications are needed for your phone whatsoever. You take your phone, you turn it on, you put the camera on, and you just find where it lines up with the lens on your laser pointer, from your laser pointer, and then you can take some amazing shots. So the kids had a lot of fun. And then we also had some still life setups with some creatures and some animals and whatnot, replicas in the back of the room. So all in all, I think they had a lot of fun, and it was a great event for the day.
Well, I know I saw a lot of smiling faces on campus that day. It looked like everyone was having a fantastic time.
Well, the best part was we had a lot of volunteers from Jennifer's area and from our area in liberal arts. So they really assisted, and the kids had a great time.
Well, thank you both so much for your part in making that day happen, and also for stopping by to tell us about it.
Thanks for asking.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a moment with more RCGC Today.
Make Rowan Choice your first choice for an affordable residential college experience. You'll enjoy the privileges of a 4-year university at a fraction of the cost. Live on Rowan University's Glassboro campus while attending classes through Rowan College at Gloucester County. You'll pay the university's price for room and board while gaining full campus access, including facilities and student activities. All freshman students can enroll for 1 or 2 years with tuition and fees assessed at the community college rate. Rowan Choice makes academic achievement affordable.
Welcome back to RCGC Today. Joining us now is Dr. Levon Couch, Director of the Physical Therapist Assistant Program. She's here to give us some details about this exciting new program at Rowan College at Gloucester County. Thank you so much for joining us today, Dr. Couch.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak on our program.
Oh, we're so happy you could be here.
Thank you.
So let's start with a really basic question. What is the role of a physical therapist assistant?
Well, a physical therapist assistant is the only licensed professional who can provide physical therapy services under the direction of a physical therapist in New Jersey. So they provide rehabilitation treatment to patients who've had injury or illness.
And is there anything unique about RCGC's PTA program?
Well, all the programs have to follow an accreditation standard, but RCGC will enable a student to complete their program within 60 credits. And that's real. And the traditional programs throughout the country are anywhere between 65 to 75 credits for the degree.
So who might be a good fit for this program?
Well, we're looking for motivated, self-motivated people who are interested in exercise, fitness, wellness, health. They have to be very motivated to speak with individuals, to be able to be personable, and anyone who really wants to help other people get back to their regular function.
What kind of job opportunities exist for graduates of the PTA program?
In physical therapy in general, it is astronomical at this point. There's no doubt that once you graduate with a PT degree, that you will be offered a position. The BLS, or the Bureau of Labor Statistics, indicates that there's an upswing. There's at least a 40% upswing over the past 2 or 3 years. There's probably 3 to 4 jobs available for each person who graduates with a degree in the state.
What different locations might people find themselves working in?
So in physical therapy, you can treat patients in the hospital setting. You can treat patients in an outpatient setting, individual owned practices, home care. In New Jersey, physical therapist assistants are not allowed to treat in the home care setting as of yet, but that may soon change. And because you graduate from an accredited institution, you may go to another state that allows that service. So you learn all of the skills where you can treat in subacute rehabs, in nursing homes, assistant livings. So there are many different settings that an APTA can treat.
And what might be some of the things that you would find yourself doing on an average day in that job?
On an average day, therapeutic exercise, so running a patient through their exercise program. There may be manual skills where you have to provide range of motion services where you're trying to increase the range in someone's joints, stretching exercises. You may use modalities like an ultrasound machine or an electric stimulation machine. Traction. There are a multitude of modalities and agents and physical manual techniques that can be used in PT.
Would you be able to clarify the difference between what a physical therapist does and what a physical therapist assistant does?
Certainly. A physical therapist is the professional who's responsible for the evaluation of a patient. And basically with what we call the patient-client management model, the physical therapist assistant is involved in the treatment or the intervention piece of that model. So typically a physical therapist would need to have 6 or 7 years of schooling, and the required graduation would be a doctorate in physical therapy. A PTA will graduate with an associate's degree degree within 2 years, and they will have the responsibility of all of the intervention and the treatment of the patient. The difference in salary is larger, but with a 2-year degree, you can start between $45,000 and $55,000 a year in New Jersey, and that's as a new graduate. As you increase in your years and your experience, the salary can go as high as $70,000 a year, and that's from the Bureau of Labor Statistics from 2016. So it's a very good living with a 2-year degree. Now, if you're interested in going into physical therapy school, you have to understand that a PTA degree is not a stepping stone to a PT degree. But you do have a lot of the same treatment techniques, just not the highest level of evaluation, the highest level of techniques that require an evaluative person to do that.
And how can viewers find out more about the Physical Therapist Assistant Program at RCGC?
Well, if you are an RCGC student, you can contact the advising office and ask for the advisor for the Physical Therapist Assistant Program. But if you're not an RCGC student, you can contact the admissions department or send an email at future@rcgc.edu.
Well, it sounds like a great option for anybody who's looking to work closely with patients to help them improve the use of their bodies. Thank you so much for stopping by to tell us about it.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a moment with more RCGC Today.
Make Rowan Choice your first choice for an affordable residential college experience. You'll enjoy the privileges of a 4-year university at a fraction of the cost. Live on Rowan University's Glassboro campus while attending classes through Rowan College at Gloucester County. You'll pay the university's price for room and board while gaining full campus access, including facilities and student activities. All freshman students can enroll for 1 or 2 years with tuition and fees assessed at the community college rate. Rowan Choice makes academic achievement affordable.
Welcome back to RCGC Today. Every year, the Rowan College Foundation at Gloucester County hosts their gala, the largest fundraiser of the year. This year's gala celebrated the college's 50th anniversary, recognized Dr. Ali Hushman, president of Rowan University, as the RCGC Person of the Year, and raised $34,000 for student scholarships. Here's a look at the evening's festivities.
I feel very privileged to be here this evening to recognize the college for 50 years. I couldn't even talk about 1 or 2 things. There are so many exciting things happening right now.
The gala is our largest fundraiser of the year. It allows us to raise money to fund student scholarships. But this year it's even more important because it's the college's 50th anniversary.
I'm fortunate to be the 7th president of the college, but I'm getting the college not only at a mature 50, but at a very exciting time. The programmatic changes, the expansions, some of our relationships with industry, business, workforce. We're excited to be there, and we think there's only more to come. We're still a young 50. We have a great number of students here today, our Music Society, as well as our scholarship recipients, to give them a chance to meet and thank the donors to the college. Ultimately, we're going to recognize Dr. Ali Hushman as our Person of the Year. A very unique gentleman, a great leader, visionary, who I think has taken the relationship of Rowan College at Gloucester County along with Rowan University very seriously and to heart. And as a result, we've expanded programs in our relationship. And without him, to be honest, those relationships and those conversations may not have ever been held. So he's a great friend of the college.
So on this night, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been here at the foundation. And again, I feel privileged to be here and be a part of it.
Rowan College at Gloucester County would like to extend its gratitude to the 2017 Gala sponsors for their generous support of student scholarships. We'll be back in a moment with more RCGC Today.
Discover a better way to pursue your education at Rowan College at Gloucester County. RCGC offers in-demand degrees, flexible schedule choices, and the best tuition value in New Jersey. Visit rcgc.edu to register.
Welcome back to RCGC Today. Rowan College at Gloucester County wrapped up the spring semester with a major announcement: the creation of a Women in STEM Academy and corresponding scholarship program. Here's a look at some highlights from that announcement.
Women represent 48% of the workforce. However, in STEM, women only represent 24% of the workforce. So 48% to 24%, that's a big drop. In engineering, women only represent 13% of the workforce. So there is a major gap here. So the whole goal here is this scholarship will provide funding, support, academic and advisement support to 20 young women pursuing careers in science, technology, engineering, and math.
STEM fields are essential to the economic growth of this country and our global competitiveness. And we need women to help contribute to that. It's not only a critical part of America's strategy to develop its highly trained workforce, it's also important for women. Women in STEM fields earn 33% more money than their counterparts in non-STEM fields. Having women in STEM fields contributes to the equality of women. So this is a much bigger issue than just helping some girls go to college and major in science. It really does have a tremendous impact on the future of women's equality.
We administratively came to the conclusion that there was one piece that was just absolutely missing, and that was a focus on women in the field of science, tech, engineering, and mathematics. As the father of 2 young women, professional women, and looking now at 2 grandchildren, and one of whom is looking into the field, into the STEM field, I personally and professionally came, into this job with the understanding that we had to do more. It was an underrepresented population, and I think that goes back in and it kind of pushes its way down even into middle school. So we're doing what we can do to change that image, change that perception, and I'm now standing here surrounded by a very talented group of young women who are going to enter in and are in the STEM field, attached to a research university. This couldn't be a better story. The irony of today is we're in this building because what we're doing over there, where we would have been in the STEM facility, is that we're adding a wing to the STEM facility for some labs, the Scott Hall, and we're also building a brand new facility that will be focused on STEM division, science, mathematics, and engineering. So to that end, this college is lifting itself in this arena, which is the #1 demand in our country.
I have really the best part. I get to tell you some of the things that we've already started to do for this academy, even though we're not really rolling it out officially until the fall. These women have worked a lot with me over the past year on a lot of events, so I get to tell you about some of the things we've been doing. One of the major focuses of the STEM Club this year was on outreach, and in particular we would go to schools. We did a lot of school visits and did fun experiments with them. As everyone kind of already mentioned, we're trying to plant those seeds early on and get kids excited about STEM education. We volunteered at the science fair a couple weeks ago, and then last week we had Bring Your Child to Work Day, and they did a fantastic job with that as well. Now I always open up these events not just to the women in STEM, but the whole STEM club and all my students, and it just seems like the women are the ones that always show up big. So 9 out of 10 of our volunteers for Bring Your Child to Work Day were women. All the ones for the science fair were also all women. So they're very involved, they're a very dedicated group, they're very committed to the effort.
For as long as I can remember, I wanted to go to medical school and become a physician. When I would tell this to adults, I was always met with, well, that's going to take a lot of math and science. So I don't know why I let that discourage me, but I did. And so after high school, I joined the workforce, and I became the general manager of a local fast casual food chain, and that was great. But it was during that time that I grew even more curious about how the universe works, and I developed more questions that I knew could only be answered with math and science. So I re-enrolled at Rowan College at Gloucester County, RCGC, and I think that I had the best experience here that anyone could really have. The faculty is just so amazing and supportive, and really, the most important part was that they believed in me.
So today we're going back and we're going to try to fill in a vacuum and a gap that we believe was an injustice and something wrong, and we think we have the talent right here to prove our point.
Hopefully we are setting a model for something that will take place not only in southern New Jersey, northern New Jersey, central New Jersey, or the region, but also nationwide.
Make Rowan Choice your first choice for an affordable residential college experience. You'll enjoy the privileges of a 4-year university at a fraction of the cost. Live on Rowan University's Glassboro campus while attending classes through Rowan College at Gloucester County. You'll pay the university's price for room and board while gaining full campus access, including facilities and student activities. All freshman students can enroll for 1 or 2 years with tuition and fees assessed at the community college rate. Rowan Choice makes academic achievement affordable.
Welcome back to RCGC Today. Education and style hit the red carpet in April when Rowan College at Gloucester County teamed up with Brooks Brothers to showcase 9 college students suited up and ready to take on the career world. Here's a look at some highlights from the event.
Thank you.
It's a hallmark of purpose as far as education and the arts.
My name is Harry Costello, and I'm a business administration major. I heard about the SUE student program through my DECA chapter. It just seemed like a great opportunity to really help push me into the job market. It really just seemed like an opportunity that I could not pass up. I try to convey who I really am through what I wear. I think the SUE will benefit me in the future because it will create the first impression that I am a professional and can be taken seriously in the job market.
My name is Karen Garcia, and my field of study is sociology. I went to go visit Brooks Brothers, and Christine walked me right towards the fitting room. And once I came out, she was like, "Wow, you look beautiful." And when she said that to me, it made me feel beautiful. It's really important that we get supported by professionals because we start to feel like professionals. You know, suiting up students is kind of important because they get to feel what it will be like to actually walk down their hallway into their careers.
My name is Steven Nuzzo, and I am a computer graphic arts print design major. I was really happy to see that they were doing an event like this. I think it's really important for people to know how to dress when they're in the workforce because it's your physical business card. Like it shows people who you are. Going to get fitted at Brooks Brothers for my suit, I never did anything like that. It was kind of a unique experience to me. It'll definitely help me in the workforce because I know I have something to wear for an interview and I don't have to worry about it.
My name is Sarah DeMartin, and at RCGC I'm studying business administration. I found out about Suit a Student because not only is Brooks Brothers sponsoring it, it is through the AAWCC, and I thought it was a wonderful opportunity that I also myself as a student wanted to get involved with. And so for me to be chosen to be a part of it, I felt very, very grateful. Actually, the outfit that I tried on at Brooks Brothers, I just felt like $1 million in, and I feel like with that confidence it can take you a lot further. The whole experience was something that I personally will remember forever, and honestly just because it was something that I don't get to do every day, and it's wonderful. I'm very, very grateful and thankful for that experience.
My name is Dominic Farfari. I'm currently a business administration major here. The concept of Suit a Student is mostly it's a great opportunity for any student that knows what they want to do in their career field, but maybe not know how to prepare for the career field and dress-wise. And Suit a Student provides the opportunity to offer the student a free suit that's of high quality, that's not going to break their bank because of the college student status, but at the same time, it just gets them an upper hand in their career. It prepares me right on for the accounting field as well. It makes you feel more confident. It's something that you can actually wear and feel proud of.
My name is Ashley Seaman, and my field of study is business administration with an interest in marketing. I feel most confident when I look good, because when you look good, you feel good. I think a new suit is going to help me because it's going to have me ready for that interview before I even have to prepare maybe for the questions that they're going to ask me. It's just mentally, I'm going to be worried about a lot of different things, but I'm not going to be worried about a good suit.
My name is Alyssa Harris, and my field of study is education. So my overall goal with that is to become a special education teacher for elementary school children. I think a new suit will help me kind of get a basis of what I should be wearing for my future jobs, especially now I'm going to be transferring and I'm going to be starting my student teaching. I'll have an idea of what I should be wearing while I student teach. I think it's a very high-end store, and I'm kind of like taken back because I'm not used to anything like that. So being able to have customized suits and have your name on file when you go in, they know your sizes and you can just walk in, grab what you want and walk out. I think it's really cool to have a store like that so personalized for you.
My name is Humaira Parvin Pranto, and I'm majoring in business administration. I am from Bangladesh, and I moved in America in 2015 in August. My everyday style is I love to wear hijab as a Muslim, and it is always with me whenever I go out. I have never done something like this before, and I was so nervous, but in spite of being nervous, I'm looking forward to this event. That how would I look? I'm really grateful to Brooks Brothers and also to Rowan College at Gloucester County and also the sponsors. Whenever I'll see that new outfit, I will remember about this achievement that I did something different and new in my life.
My name is Lamar Gant, and my field of study is business administration. When you're going to a really important interview, there's a lot of things that you have to worry about. So having your dress taken care of, that's a major thing. That's a major component. I was excited when I found out I was accepted. Who doesn't love Brooks Brothers suits? That suit is going to take me a long way to hopefully down a successful path. During my fitting or my experience at Brooks Brothers, I went over there, had a blast. I sat with the actual tailor, so he fitted me, marked everything up. We picked out my tie and accessories. Hopefully I'm making enough money I can come back and buy a couple of suits myself in 5 or 10 years.
Discover a better way to pursue your education at Rowan College at Gloucester County. RCGC offers in-demand degrees, flexible schedule choices, and the best tuition value in New Jersey. Visit rcgc.edu to register.
That's all for this episode of RCGC Today. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll leave you with a look at Rowan College at Gloucester County's first annual Roadrunner Food Truck Festival.